Every time I get out of bed and I put my feet on the floor and I walk forward and I don't have that pain, I'm like, praise God, this is amazing. I'm back in the gym. And now through you, I'm walking every day, 30 minutes every day. And I'm back in the gym 3 days a week, if not more. And I hope to just live life and be outside and enjoy, the years I have left. Yeah,
And now
for
you can
sure.
do it all chronic pain free.
Yeah.
That's Mike. He's a student inside of my Strength and Pain Relief Accelerator program. He came to me scared of the pain that he was experiencing, the fear that had been built up over time in his body around movement, around being active, around exercising, and his pending retirement, right? He wanted to spend the rest of his life active, full of energy, and living free to do what he wanted to do, but he couldn't because chronic back pain was ruining his life. Well, today we're going to talk about his story, what he did, and where he is at now. Super excited to spend the rest of his life here in the sunny state of Florida, chronic pain free. Let's dive in.
Again, I appreciate you you coming on here. What I want to do if is just kind of ask a few questions, where you came from, where you were at before obviously coming into the program, and just kind of break a few things down, a few aha moments that you might have had, just to really share your story, where you're at now, what you're excited about when it comes to just having more control of your symptoms and what that looks like, and just kind of unpacking it. Okay, does that sound like it'd be easy
That
for you?
sounds great. Yeah, I'd love to
Awesome.
share with you.
Well,
Yeah.
let's start with where you were at before you came, obviously, to me. So let's talk about your pain. How long were you in pain for? What was your symptoms? What was your diagnosis?
When did I contact you?
I want to say it was,
January?
10 or so weeks ago,
Yeah.
10 or 11 weeks ago.
So back in October, I don't know where it came from, really, honestly. I've been working out for years at a gym, not pushing myself, just, keeping in shape and keeping active. I don't know if that did it. I did something there. I have no idea. It's right around the time that I was asked if I'd moved to Florida. Maybe that stress happened or something. Something happened where I must have injured my back or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
And I didn't have back pain. What I had was glute and calf pain. Like not pain, but just soreness. Like I wanted to stretch all the time. That's how it
Right.
manifested itself. And I went to this orthopedic that I had been to before that helped me with my shoulder. He was a great doctor. He was a natural doctor. He's like, we're not doing surgery. We're putting you in a sling, let your body heal. So I thought, but he really didn't know what this was, I think. He said, it sounds like sciatica. Sounds like you might need shots or surgery.
Mm.
And that was not confident. I was like, I don't want shots and I don't want surgery, right? But I don't know what this is. I kept telling my wife, I really want to know what this is. I want to know what's going on in my body. I want to know because I want to know, right? So I went to another doctor, he asked me to go through physical therapy. So I went to physical therapists for a while, and that was great. He used a lot of electrotherapy and made my muscles feel better, but it would come back, right?
Right.
And the first doctor had me on prednisone, I guess, the
Okay.
pills. It went away while I was on there, but then it came back. So I'm with this physical therapist, and there was one point he said, "I can't help you anymore. This is not going away. Go to see this doctor." This doctor, the second doctor I went to, was all about shots. All about shots. They had me in for an X-ray from the first doctor, and the word came back I had some kind of disc disease and L5 or L2 or 3, blah blah blah. They wanted to give me an MRI. The next doctor was like, "We're gonna get you in here for shots like all the time." He's a shot guy. He's just like totally.
He's like
shot.
cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Yeah. So I tried to get an MRI. The insurance wouldn't cover it. So I went to a third guy with my regular doctor who recommended down the hall, "Why don't I go see this guy?" So I'm onto the third guy, and he was like, "Listen, I'll give you another set of prednisone. I can give you the first shot for free. I don't think you need surgery, but I can do like 50 shots a day." Da da da. And I told my wife, I said, "I don't want to do this. I don't want to take I don't want to take prednisone. I don't want to get shots. I want to know what's going on with my body. And so a buddy of mine, I don't really know that well. I'm in a Bible study across the country with these guys every Tuesday. And one of the guys that came on said, I was telling him the story, and he's like, Mike, there's this guy that's helped me. You might want to check him out. You gotta, I can't explain it. You just gotta check it out.
Yeah.
I talked to my wife, and I was really skeptical, to be honest with you, William. I think I asked you some weird questions. And she was very encouraging. She's like, what do you have to lose? Just go talk to this guy. Just go see what his program is about.
Right. That's awesome.
And
what? Yeah.
That's when I got there. And there's some moments where I knew you were real. I knew in those moments. I can share this with you, but you were going to say something.
Well, no, I'm going to unpack a little more of that. When you were at your situation when you were kind of bouncing around with pain, I know we kind of tend to remember a lot of like what we were doing because of our pain. Like I was seeing doctors and surgeons, but like, what was life like for you? Like when you left the doctor's office and you're like living your life, you got to clean the garage out.
All three of them said, don't bend over. If bending over hurts, don't bend over. And that I didn't bend over. I would wake up in the morning and I'd be stiff as all crap and it'd be painful. And the more I moved, the more it helped. So I was trying to move my body, trying to figure it out on my own. But I didn't know, I knew I didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know how to move, what I needed to do. I needed somebody to help me figure out my body.
Right.
And that's where you came in. You helped me figure it out. And not, there was a lot of fear, I guess. What is going on with this?
Right.
And the other thing, I talked to my little brother. He lives with pain. Same thing. Talked with a friend. She lives with pain. Same thing. Like there's a lot of people that are living with pain and they don't need to. It's crazy. I've tried to get both of them to use you, but I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, it's
all right.
I think everything has its timing. I think as a fellow believer, like I feel like this is what I'm here to do right now in this season of my life. And I do it well. And I appreciate the people who come into my life, but there's a lot of people. I just got off the phone call with someone who's in a lot of pain, but they're like, I guess my pain's not that bad enough to do anything about it right now. Right. So it's just, people are willing to live in pain and they're willing to just kind of put up with it because to save a couple bucks or to like not go through the hassle of having to be told what to do. Like it's interesting.
I love my wife because I thought it was a lot of money and she's like, honey, it's not a lot of money. This is your health. This is your quality of life.
Absolutely.
Go talk to this guy. Go out and have him help you. I mean, I don't know where she came from that, but God bless her.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you got to have other people intervene. What would you say, when you started getting into the program, and didn't have to be a specific week or one specific video or something I said, but what would you say was the biggest turning point of like, oh, wow, like this is different right here.
Undoubtedly. I actually demonstrate this to people because I tell the story a lot to my friends or people that are older that want to listen to pain. When you showed me how to bend over and not fear. And you said, put your leg up and move your hands down your leg and bend over and don't be fearful of it. And I did it and I didn't have pain. And I almost like cried because it was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm 60 years old. I'm just learning about my body. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. And you shared, I don't know, through your videos and stuff, like you have muscles in your body, and if you don't use those muscles, you can't heal your body. You're getting get a cycle where you're not using those muscles, so then the pain becomes more, so that you're not using the muscles, so the pain becomes more. You're just like in this bad cycle. Yeah. Move your body. Like, don't be afraid of your body. Pain is a normal thing that tells you you've injured your body, but it's not to be feared. And it was so, like, I don't know. It's so weird to describe. That was my personal journey. That's when I knew I was going to get better. I knew if I didn't even get rid of the pain, I knew not to fear my body.
I want to pause here really quick and just explain something about getting out of chronic back pain. It is a unique process. It's not unique to everyone generally. It's unique to you. You have what I call your own specific pain profile. And depending on your profile, you will do very specific things to get yourself out of the chronic loop that you're in. If you are on YouTube or on Instagram or on social media, the internet, you've had injections, you're on medication, you've done PT, chiro, acupuncture, you've done all of these things like everyone else does, and you're not seeing results, it means you're not following the unique process that your body and pain system needs to get out of pain. Complicated as it might be, that's as simple as it is. Now, if you feel stuck, if you feel like you need help, you want more of a one-on-one proven process to get yourself from the place that you are now, scared, nervous, in pain, anxiety, fear of moving, fear of playing with your grandkids or your kids or exercising or having fun in the light that you've been given here on earth, reach out to me, fitnessforbackpain.com/apply. We can have a very simple conversation around where you're at now, what you need, and whether or not you want my help to get you out of the situation that you're in. As we sit right here, I don't know if I can help you, but that conversation will lead us to the right path that you should be taking. You can go to fitnessforbackpain.com/apply, grab a time for us to chat, and we'll meet. Let's jump back into the video.
What would you say from an activity perspective, hobby, just what are you celebrating now?
Every time I get out of bed and I put my feet on the floor and I walk forward and I don't have that pain, I'm like, praise God, this is amazing. I'm back in the gym. We're going to the gym 3 days a week and walking a lot. And now through you, I'm walking every day, 30 minutes every day. And I'm back in the gym 3 days a week, if not more. We're going down to Naples, which is paradise, and living next to a gym and all sorts of activities. And I hope to just live life and be outside and enjoy, the years I have left. Yeah.
And now you can do it all chronic pain free.
Yeah. And if it does come back or something else turns up, I'm not going to be fearful like I was.
Right.
And I'm going to be skeptical of doctors. I was anyway. I love doctors and they've really helped me through the years. I'm not like anti-doctor.
Right.
But I felt like there's an industry out there that feeds off of this for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
And if somebody listens to this in the future, think twice. Just think twice. Just what do you have to lose? Just give this a try, because your alternative is surgery and shooting up with steroids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I was given the opportunity to present to the Curable app. So, I think you heard me talk about the Curable app, but they asked me to come and actually present my strategy of working through chronic pain with people. And it just, I always resort back to like this idea of there's nothing wrong with the medical model. The medical model is there for a very specific reason. But when it comes to chronic back pain, there's a difference between acute back pain, like you're at work, you bend over, and for whatever reason, you tweak your back, you pull your muscle, now you're out for 2 weeks. That's different than living in fear, becoming afraid of doing very common things that God created your body to do, and then now pain coming from all these movements. There's a difference in your approach.
Yeah.
And all we know is the medical model. Go to the doctors, PT, and they will get you back to work, but they will not get you back to being chronic pain free.
Yeah.
And I think once you learn to own that if you are in chronic pain, like you are very much a part of your healing process. Yeah. I think that's when people can really see
like some of the
change.
Tools I use even today, the breathing you taught me is huge. When I fill my cavity with air and do that a number of times, I feel my back my back goes,
yeah.
Do that again. Do that again. For me, that is huge.
Yeah.
The water I'm drinking, the posture, like resetting myself. Sometimes I'm in a chair all day with office work, just getting up and resetting myself. Just those little things you showed me along the way really, really helped. Like how to stand if I'm standing for work a lot, how to stand properly. William, they really, 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 really help.
Awesome.
It's so dumb and simple, but unless you're taught, you don't know.
Right.
You don't know.
Yeah.
And the movements, like I'll get on the floor and do those movements and go through the routines of all the exercises and stretching and whatnot you've given me to keep my body limber, right? To use and not be afraid to move my back and use my legs and everything. But it's awesome.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And now you get to come on down here to Florida. And you get to retire in Naples. I've been in Naples.
Yeah.
It's
I got
an
a
awesome
couple
place.
more years of work. They want me to work more. They don't want to let me go, but I told them I'll give them a few more years. Yeah.
Okay.
Naples is lovely. Have you been there?
I've been there. I was talking to my wife the other day. I was like, I know, because where we travel, all over the place.
Yeah, it always says Naples.
I see Naples all the time.
Right.
And I was like, but I don't think I've been there. But I was talking to my wife. I remember when me and you first started together, I was like, have we been to Naples? And she's like, yeah, we went there. We got a hotel for like the weekend and we just hung out there for like an anniversary or something.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It was super hot. It was very hot when we were down there.
Summer.
But it's Florida, it's hot everywhere.
Yeah.
But so it was awesome. So I'm super pumped for you to be able to come down here and just hang out and relax. And now you can get back to working out. I know that was a big deal for you.
It's a weird time. I really want to devote more time to the program than I did. And I regret that. It's just it all coincided with this move and work and everything. And sometimes the work-life balance gets off track. Right. I feel a little bit off track. I'm hoping that once I get down there, I can get rid of some of the extra work I have because of the relocation, that I can devote more time. And I think I still have access to the videos, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. You get lifetime access to everything. Yeah. So, I think
I want to go back in and I want to go redo the program a little bit, especially the later weeks.
Yeah.
And go back into the programs and if I get time, devote time to it.
Yeah. And it's all, I think it's all, what's really cool is that you were able to dive in, you got out of it what your body and mind needed. And now it's just a matter of taking your time to continue to work through it. I would encourage you to keep doing that. But just to continue to open up the next level of healing, right? It's all about building resilience and resistance to, or being able to build resilience to the things that you want to do, right? Building strength, going to the gym, doing scary things, right? Like doing things that are like, oh, that would hurt my back a year ago. Yeah. But now you can do them with confidence, and you work through that process.
And we really, my wife and I both cherish the time at the gym. It's funny, because we started 3 years ago. We just felt like at our age, we were feeling out of shape. We just didn't want to be out of shape. So we went to the gym and did it. And it took about a year or more for us to begin to feel the results of that. It took a long time. But the doctors that we visit and they run scans of blood scans and everything else like that, they'd say, we see the exercise you're putting in your numbers, in your bone densities, in your blood and everything else they're running.
Cool.
They said, we see it. And I didn't, and this pain was some of the fear I had that I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to continue on my gym time because that meant so much to overall health.
Yeah.
Right. And now with the pain gone, I can go back to the gym and I can go back to, we really like working out at our age. It's funny. Yeah. It's funny. We weren't big gym people before, but we love it. Yeah.
Well, you took a little period of time off and now you're back at it. Now you're better than ever. You'll be running circles around all those retired people in Naples. So
no, there's so many of them. Oh my gosh.
Well, cool, Mike. Like I said, I appreciate you just trusting me, trusting the process, trusting just the fact that you have a lot more power than you think you do, a lot more power than your doctors have led you to believe. And you're just living proof of that. So I appreciate you just sharing your story and sharing your process.
Is it weird if I pray for you?
Dude, absolutely not.
Yeah. All right. I want to do that.
Go for it.
Lord, I just thank you for William, and I thank you for all he's doing in his program and all the people he's helping, Lord. And I just ask you to bless his business and bless his ministry to people and bless what he's saying to people, because I know it works, and I know that he's helping people, Lord, and give him the strength he needs to get through his day. I know he's got a lot on his plate with his work and his family, Lord. I just ask your blessings upon him, and pray all this in Jesus' name.
Man, that's awesome. That's the first. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Genuinely appreciate that.
I think the world of you, buddy. Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
So I hope Mike's story encourages you. I hope it gives you hope. If you feel like you are hopeless, you feel like you have tried everything, nothing seems to be working, and you just keep doing the same old thing, expecting a different result. Something has got to change. You have got to change your approach, change your perspective on what you should be doing, get away from the medical model, and take back control over what you need to be taking control over to get the relief that you want. Again, if this is something that you are tired of trying to navigate yourself, you feel like you have tried everything and nothing seems to work, the Accelerator program might be the best fit for you. You can go to fitnessforbackpain.com/apply to grab a time for you and I to have a conversation. Please fill out this application if you are serious about getting help. These spots are limited. I cannot work with everybody, but the people who are serious about getting help, I'm willing to have a conversation and say yes or no to whether or not what I do can actually help. Just go to fitnessforbackpain.com/apply. Looking forward to the conversation. Thanks for watching again, guys. God bless, and I will see you on the next episode.